What's going on, guys? It's Jake here, and today we're gonna make some Game Boy art that doesn't destroy any hardware. And you know what? I'm not Logan Paul. If you haven't seen it by now, Logan Paul made a honestly really cool looking end table that's made out of Game Boy colors and epoxy. The only real problem with this is that he left the motherboards and the screens inside, and now they're filled with epoxy and completely toast. Those 12 Game Boy colors are gone forever. So today I'm going to show you how to make cool Game Boy art that doesn't destroy any hardware. To start, I bought an 8x10 shadow box for $25 from Michael's. We can go ahead and put that off to the side for now, and we can grab some glossy photo paper. I printed the box art on the paper and cut it to fit the frame. Wait, hold on a second. Let's rewind a bit. There weren't really any high quality scans of the GBA box that I could find online, so I recreated it myself from scratch in Photoshop. If you want to use this yourself, I have a download link to the Photoshop file in the description. Thank you. Oh no, really, you're too kind. No, you're breathtaking. Then, once everything was cut, I pinned it into place. Next, I printed the text that goes over the top of the GBA onto some sticker paper. I cut it to size and stuck it on top of the glass. I wasn't super happy with it, but more on that later. Now it's time to grab the Game Boy Advance shell of your choice. I know some of you are going to be upset with this part, but I don't care. I used an original shell for this. I have a ton of these lying around, and I didn't want to spend more on this project. I'm not hurting the shell in any way, and everything I do can easily be undone, so if you're offended by this, I'm not hurting anything other than your feelings. Now that it's all clean, let's cut out the screen I printed earlier and stick it to the aftermarket screen lens. It's just a hair too small, but oh well. Grab some buttons and membranes and screw it all together. And once that's done, we can stick it to the paper. If you've been wondering what that dot's for, it's to mark the center of the Game Boy. Here, I used tape and stuck the other two needles underneath where the battery door would normally be. I left the cover off because I didn't want to use anything that wasn't necessary. The motherboard, screen, battery contact, and the battery door were all not included. Once the shell is secured, you can put it back in the frame. And voila, it's done. Sorta. Remember how I said I wasn't super happy with the sticker paper? Yeah, it's all bubbly and just not very clean. So I ripped it off and tried it again with my first print attempt, but I still didn't like it, so I ripped that off too. The words were hard to see anyway, so in the end, it doesn't even matter. It sucks because I tried so hard and got so far. What do you think? I love it. I kind of want to try and do a better version of Logan's end table, but without destroying any of the finite Game Boy hardware. Sorry to cut in here, but I wanted to say a few more things. As much as I don't like seeing 15 Game Boys destroyed, he bought each of those Game Boys and he has every right to do whatever he wants with them. You also have every right to be frustrated with him if you don't like that he did that. I'm really not trying to defend Logan Paul because he's an evil person. Honestly, I think it looks awesome and I do like it. I just wish he would have taken the motherboards out at least. But when you have millions of dollars to just spend on whatever, why not, right? Originally, I was going to make this about grids stuff. I wasn't a huge fan about how they used probably perfectly fine motherboards in their stuff. I don't know for a fact, but I'm just assuming since they look pristine, they're probably working just fine. These do look really cool, don't get me wrong, but I think that it's kind of overpriced crap. You're not going to catch me spending $270 on a shadow box that has a Game Boy in it that is unplayable. That was originally why I wanted to make this video, but the Logan Paul thing, it's a lot more clickbaity. If either Grid or Logan Paul wants to come clear the air with me, I know they won't, but they're more than welcome to come on the channel. There's a little hate for Logan Paul for the other things he's done, but as far as this stuff, there's no genuine hate. It's not my favorite thing, you know? If you buy a Game Boy and you want to throw it on the ground as hard as you can, you bought that Game Boy and you have every right to do that.
Excuse me, sir. The game seems to be malfunctioning. Mucho broken, though.
Let me know what you think in those comments down below. But that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, listen to Brittany. If you're new here, please subscribe. Only 1% of my viewers are actually subscribed. Check out my social medias, my website, or my Patreon if you want to go above and beyond like these beautiful people here. But I think that's all for now, so I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. Let me fiddle with pride. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me on fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Got that on camera.